I went to college in Dallas, Texas, and I love, I would say like the vibe in regards to family and relationships in Texas. It's
Yes.
really beautiful
Yes.
and in the South, and it's very different here. But obviously, like, I've had a lot of friends in our 20s and 30s that when I asked why they were choosing to be with that partner, why they were getting engaged to that person, why they were going to marry them, they would say, well, they're going to be a great father. They're
Yep.
going to be a great provider. It wasn't love. It wasn't compatibility. It wasn't that's who I want to experience life with. But that's
Yes.
okay for them. We all
Yeah.
have different specifications of what we're looking for in the person that we share our life with. Um, like
And
I'm
I
looking
and
for
yeah.
like a partner for life, like who wants to be my forever play date. But also
Mm,
be, a husband and a provider and a father. So I think it just depends on what we're looking for, but maybe our challenge, I'm curious what you've seen when it comes to people who are in LA and New York who are more type A people, right? We're more
mhm.
career driven people. Are many of us stuck in looking for more than maybe are our expectations too high for what we want?
You just said so many important things, and I want to highlight them in the frames that I use with clients. So I work with right now. I'm working with primarily women, type A women, executive women who are boss babes that are looking to find their person, and there. Oh gosh, there's so many juicy things. So the first thing I want to say is the attachment system is really beautiful because it ultimately we're looking for who can I create a secure functioning relationship with, not who shows up as a perfect ready to go person, but who's willing, who wants to co-create, who is on board, who is vulnerable, and how can we dance? Are we open to dancing together? The other piece you just said, which is really important, is what is my relationship vision? So that's the first thing I do with clients is I help them really define that because that informs so much. And one thing I've noticed in places like New York and Los Angeles, there's such an abundance of choice and opportunity, and people are just kind of like looking over their shoulder, like, oh, where's the next best thing? And I think there's this psychological experience that's happening for people that's why it's so important to get really clear on what that vision is, what our personal red flags are, what are the kinds of people I tend to be drawn to that are familiar but that are not really good for my nervous system. So we start from that base, which then helps us move towards, okay, am I relating to people in a securely attached way? Am I leaning in? Am I being vulnerable? Am I being open? Am I creating agreements to see if this is going to move forward? And if this is not going to move forward towards that vision, well, then, yeah, it's definitely time to opt out. And there's a lot of people in the dating pool that are relationally avoidant or have not learned those relationship skill sets that we were talking about, right?